All right, collective, let's get into a reading. So as soon as I went to go start your reading, I started hearing the song from Gone in 60 Seconds. It's the song when he gets ready to go do his job, do his business, do his work, go get them cars. That's the song I started hearing. And as I went to come sit down, I said, they're in a Lexus. And I thought that was interesting too. So someone could drive a Lexus, whether it's a car that they rent, a car that they drive all the time, but we're gonna see what's coming in for you. So Gone in 60 Seconds could be someone's favorite movie. It might not be though. Let's see what this person's feeling for you, collective. Keep an open mind. If you guys wanna check anything out, it's in that comment section. I do have my Oracle cards ready for purchase if you wanna check those out down below. I should also be adding a new deck here coming up if you want to check it out as well. And then I have a Pisces only channel. That's in the comment section. And Patreon and channel members get to see these first. All right. I think I got it all. Let's see. Somebody could have a low riding car. So someone could have taken a car and dropped it lower to where when you're driving it, it can almost skid on the road. What they're showing me is like when people drop their cars down to the asphalt and then they can't go over speed bumps, or they have a hard time going up in driveways and they have to kind of go sideways because of how low the car is. So someone could have a very low ride vehicle, whether this is you or them. It could be a Lexus, it doesn't have to be, okay? So let's see what this person is feeling and thinking for you. What are they feeling? They're feeling like they're ready to leave the past behind. They're feeling like they want to get to a place where they're embracing what they have, wanting to give, wanting to receive. This person could be watching you, feeling like they can't let you go. This person, okay, so whoever I'm bringing in, this person's very old-fashioned, and they also have the tendency to move very, very, very slow. We're talking snail pace. This person does struggle with intimacy as well. So why do they want to come in with you? Interesting. My eye is starting to hurt so bad. I'm starting to get a really bad headache. You could be a secret pleasure to this person. There could be, this person might not have ever told anyone how fulfilling the relationship with you is. Family, friends, anyone who knows you too, they've never told people how fulfilling this relationship is. They felt like being with you was getting the love that they wanted. But this person can have the tendency to want too much and then struggle with being able to be emotionally available or intimate. So then they could hop from person to person. So why do they not want to let you go? Let's ask that. Because they want to give a romantic offer, but they feel like they're stuck in some sort of pattern, and they feel that it would, you know what's interesting? It's like this person feels that you've opened their heart chakra, and that's exactly what they didn't ask for. I didn't ask for my heart to be opened. I didn't ask to feel what love felt like. Thank you. I think you met this person when they were at a place of trying to work on old issues. I feel like you met this person when they were in the middle of a door between their past life and a new life. And I think you could have given this person a lot of affection. You could have been at a place where you were just kind of embracing what you have or what you had at that moment. And you could have just been kind of along the lines of giving. So you could have met this person when you were unapologetically loving. So you could have been very healed. You could have been in a place where you were ready to nurture, give, love. But this person could have been in a place where either someone disapproved of this relationship or they wanted to keep you a secret pleasure. And that could have been too much for you. It could have been too much that they allowed their family to disapprove, or that they wanted you to be kind of like their nightly midnight Kit Kat. Like, let's be honest, we don't go to work the next day and go, hey, I ate a Kit Kat last night at 2 a.m. when nobody else was awake. Nobody does that. That's kind of what I'm getting with this person. This person could have really been obsessed with getting from you, but not giving. They could have just wanted you to be what pleased them. Because in that moment when you met them, they didn't have anything. So any sense of pleasure was overwhelming. If you ask this person, they would say, I had to take it. I didn't have a choice. That's what they would say. So you open this person's heart chakra against their will, let me say. And it could have resulted in it turning into a trauma bond. Because you could have wanted something really deep with this person, and they could have had mutual feelings, but they could have been stuck in some sort of pattern. And they could have needed to have the strength and the courage to speak a truth, and they didn't, so it turned into a trauma bond. It turned into kind of like an unrequited, give to me, I'm not matching that, give to me, I'm not matching that, don't ask for any approval, don't ask for any recognition, just give. It's like this person got to a place where they started sucking you dry. So a lot of you got to a point where you either put this person at an emotional distance, a physical distance, or you were like, okay, we're done. Time out. We need to take some time from one another. We need to take, some of you could have decided to take a break from this person. What do they want with you? Oh God, I'm scared. What do they want with you? They want control, is what they want. They want control. Why? Because this person wants to protect their security at all costs. They don't like being vulnerable. And they feel like this is a strong magnetic relationship and they don't want to lose it, and they're feeling blocked by you. So this person misses when they were in control. They miss when they were the one who got to say what it was, what it wasn't. They miss being able to have this Two of Cups passionate relationship where it felt very magnetic. You felt very fulfilling to them. They even felt like you gave them the love that they've always wanted. Being around you and being loved by you was a dream come true. That's how this person felt. However, now that they're not in control, it's making them feel a lot of mood swings. It's making them get to a place where they're kind of wanting to be manipulative so they can have it back the way that they had it. So this person's kind of thinking about how can they get this relationship back to the way that it used to be, simply because they do not like this void. They do not like this time out, this distance. They don't like being blocked. Whatever has happened, they don't like it. So in their mind, the only way that I can get this back in my good graces, or for me to have the upper hand, is for me to get control back. And the only way I'm gonna be able to do that is to manipulate you. So let's see what that looks like. They're gonna try to telepathically talk to you, and they're gonna try to get you to take action towards them. Because here's the thing, if this person comes towards you and takes action, you're gonna have the upper hand. So if you take the action towards them, if you reach out to them, if you go to them, if you do all the work, they have the control. That's that trauma bond aspect. But because you put an end to this trauma bond, they're trying to manifest you by you taking the action to come in and say, hey, listen, you know what I've recognized? I've recognized that no one makes me feel the way that you do. And yeah, I might not get everything I want here, but the grass isn't greener anywhere else. And I want to love you because I love you. And that's enough. And I know you probably aren't going to give to me the way that I want. And you know what? That's okay. Because I've been out here, I've been searching, I've been looking. And what I realized is that maybe what I'm looking for isn't out here. And now that I'm kind of ready to settle, when I think about building a union with anyone, I want it to be you. Yeah, I know we're not on the same page. I know that sometimes you really get stuck in this pattern and you get stuck and you really kind of drain me. And sometimes I'm looking for your approval. But I've realized that I'm okay with that. That's what this person wants you to do. They want you to come in and say all of those things and say that you got to a point where you started looking at it practically and logically, and it only makes logical sense for you to love them through it, because one day they'll look at you and they'll love you back like that. That's what they're kind of wanting you to say. And I know it might take 10 years for you to do that, but I'm willing to wait 10 years. It's kind of like this person's been watching too many things on Instagram, TikTok, Lifetime, something that's just kind of not realistic. I don't feel like it's realistic to expect someone to deal with your trauma ways or for your stuckness for 10 plus years to show that they love you. But that's kind of what this person's thinking, is I just wish you loved me enough to wait for me, to settle for me until I'm ready to be different, do different, if I ever decide to do that. They want you to take the action because they want to be in control. And they know that if you come in your feminine energy, if you come in and go, I don't care what you give me, just give to me, that gives them the control back. And that's what they want more than anything. So they've been here trying to manifest you to come in and give this confession about how nothing's been fair for you, nothing's been right, everything you're giving to, it's never fair, so you might as well give to someone you want to give to and it be unfair there. That's what this person's thinking. Instead of them looking at you and going, if it ain't ever fair, you're not going to give to it, they're just hoping that after you try to give to so many things and you recognize it's never going to be fair, you'll come back. You know, this reminds me of the people who go, I don't want to die alone, so I just pick the person who I felt was the best option. I went out, I dated a little bit, but I realized that Sally from 2005 was the best option, so I went back to her because I didn't want to die alone. It wasn't because I was crazy in love with them. It wasn't because I couldn't live without them. It was because when I really weighed the pros and the cons, when it come to what was fair, I was like, I guess that's fair because I really like them and they ain't getting on my nerves tonight. That's what this person, that's the energy I'm getting, and I don't like it if I'm just going to be blunt with you. Now, again, there's a lot of chemistry here. But I think something this person's not recognizing is that they want you to be the one constantly doing the work, constantly having the strength and the courage, and you're listening to your intuition. And your intuition's telling you that there is no option here. There is no choice, that this person needs to heal before change and transformation is possible, and that they've not done what they've needed to do to be honest with themselves. They've not done the soul searching. They've not done the awareness seeking. So this is someone who wants to feel like a prize but isn't treating their partner like a prize. Have you ever met those partners who want to be put on a pedestal but then they don't put their partner on a pedestal? And it's like, yeah, your partner's going to get tired of that eventually and then they're going to just kind of kick you off that pedestal. It's all fun and games washing your partner's feet and taking care of them and loving them like hell until you look up and you go, wait, I've been in this relationship for 10 to 15 years and I've loved and I loved and I've loved and I don't feel loved back at all. I'm giving. They're never giving to me. That's what I'm getting here. Okay? That's what I'm getting here. And I think what you're going to see is that this person wants you to settle for something when you shouldn't, and that you don't see a way to get through any confusion or illusion until they're ready to make changes. And they're not at a place where they've done any sense of healing, soul searching. They've not done anything that has bettered their life or bettered them since you've went your separate ways. So I would say you're not missing anything. But I would also say that if this person keeps popping up on your mind or anything like that, it could just be them trying to manifest you to take action because they don't want to take action towards you at all. They feel like they have a telepathic connection with you. They also feel like the connection with you is divine, but they do not want to be vulnerable because they have major trust issues. Again, this is someone who could maybe flirt with you, enjoy having time with you, enjoy having fun with you. Again, this person's going to stir some sort of romantic feelings inside of you. Yeah. So they're saying be careful of getting back with an ex and settling this dispute when you're able to see something clearly. Okay? What you're saying is that this person could maybe project a certain way that they are actually not. They could want to overcome the past or a block, but how they're actually going to show up might be different. This is going to be the lover who's like, I want to fix this, but then they don't put in the energy to fix it. But boy, let me tell you, they love to tell people how they're going to fix it. And you're like, yeah, you be telling everybody you fixing this relationship, but you doing everything but. That's this person's energy. And I think if you decide to entertain this ex, you guys are maybe going to talk about settling a dispute, getting counseling, figuring it out. You might entertain this person, but I don't see it happening. Again, this person is going to try to manifest you to come back to them. Now, let's say that you don't come back to them. Let's say that you completely ignore them and never speak to them again. I'm saying that some of you are going to go to someone new and there's going to be a lot of fun, a lot of flirting, but I'm also saying that you could be stuck in the past. And if that's the case, be careful of getting into something new if someone in the past is constantly haunting you. There could be emotions you're still needing to get through, and that could end up being an emotional block in your new relationship. Now, if this is someone coming back, they're going to want to settle a dispute. But your gut is going to tell you that this person is projecting what they know you want. So if they know that you want them to do something, or they want you to say, if they know that you want them to say something or show up in a certain way, they're going to do that to make you satisfied in that moment. But they might not take the action that they need to actually better this relationship for the far future. Example, let's say that this is a relationship that you're in, or an ex is about to come back. They could say, I want to go to marriage counseling. I want to go to therapy. I'm going to do better. I'm going to be better. I want you to call me out. But then you're going to find that, yeah, in that moment they want it, but when push comes to shove, you're going to find out what they made of, and they kind of made out of gator tears. They're going to be whining. They're going to be crying. I feel like this person's going to throw a tantrum. They're going to make comments like, I don't know why you just can't shut up and get over it. You've always got something to say. It's going to be something that's going to make you feel like you said you wanted to fix it, but you don't want to fix it. Behavior is a language. This person is going to show you that they don't want to fix it, that they could be overwhelmed because of what's happened, but that there's ultimate blockages here that need to be accepted as truth. And until this person is able to compromise, until they're able to be honest, and until they're able to heal and say, this is what I want, this is what I need to do to be better in this relationship, this is my part, you're not going to get anywhere, okay? So for some of you, this is going to be a relationship where this person loves to have control, but you can't work with that. And then they're going to try to come in and say that they want to figure it out or fix it. But it's a control tactic. It isn't because they actually want to fix it. But for a lot of you, they try to manifest for you to fix it this whole time. Yeah, but you're my wife. You're going to fix it because we have children together. Yeah, well, you're my husband. You're going to fix it because you were taught you never get divorced. Someone's very, very, very mistaken. You're not going to try to fix it. I even see that you could be exploring your patterns. Some of you might start journaling, whether it's a video journal, writing it down kind of journal. I'm saying that you're going to get to a place where you're able to release what you have needed here. If you've needed to settle a dispute, I think you're going to kind of get over that. You're going to ask yourself, why do you feel the need to keep communication or direction going when maybe someone else doesn't? Okay? And then you're going to recognize, oh, okay, we have chemistry, but maybe you're not healed. Maybe you're not able to be honest. Maybe you're not able to be truthful. What can you grow with someone if they cannot be honest, if they cannot be truthful? I'm going to let you decide, because for each of you it's going to be different. I would say nothing, but that's just me. So I'm going to leave this here, and I will see you soon. Have a blessed day.